Broadcasting live from the Jersey Shore, it's Coach Kev on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
And welcome back, everybody, to another episode here on the Indy Supershow, episode number 29. We are brought to you by the Damage 365 Radio Network. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. We had the week off last week as far as radio is concerned, not as far as the company is concerned, as we had Big Event XI weekend, as all the craziness that occurs over those 3 to 4 days kicked off on Friday as all our guests came in. Saturday we traveled to East Elmhurst, New York. That's better known as Queens, New York to most of you folk over there. And we went to the LaGuardia Plaza Hotel over by LaGuardia Airport for Big Event XI. Had a great time, made lots of money. Saw Bruno Sammartino in his last public appearance. That will have him signing for autographs. So thank you, Bruno Sammartino. We saw lots of people. We had our people. They everybody did their networking and their flashbacks and their reunion thing. Everybody gets excited to see each other, especially after years of not seeing each other for a while. We packed everything up around 2 o'clock. We headed across the old pond over there and into Staten Island, New York. We said hello to our friends over there at Villa Monte Pizza on Arden Avenue in Staten Island, in New York, and they took care of us as usual. And we had some nice early dinner. And then headed over to Warriors of Wrestling in Staten Island, New York, a fun station, and put on, as always, a great show. We had a large meet and greet with not only our crew, but RDP's crew and Ultimate Stars and others that were there. Over there joining us was the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. He joined us for dinner and then came to Warriors of Wrestling. And we had a really good time there. We get to see Allie in the ring taking on Nikki Adams in a great match. And we also got to see Nyla Rose take on Bonesaw Jesse Brooks in another great match. And it was all in all, it was a long, productive, profitable night. But again, long. But it was great. And then the next day, we packed up the van. We were not done. And we headed out to Allentown, Pennsylvania. And a fresh bed of snow on the ground from the night before. We did a signing over there at the Merchant Square Mall for Bud Carson at Pro Wrestling World Store and Museum. Nice turnout once again for the second straight time. And the fans got to see, ODB and Jazz, Soraya Knight, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, Nyla Rose. Did I forget anybody? And Allie, of course, Allie. Vegan Allie. And they did very well again. And, it was a 12-2. We started packing up about 1:45. We wanted to get out of there at 2 on the nose. We had planes to catch. And we got in the van to find out that Allie's flight to Buffalo, New York was canceled. and the only flight that was leaving was the next morning from LaGuardia. So we want to give props to RDP Promotions. They were headed out to LaGuardia to return a rental car, and he was able to take Ali out to LaGuardia Airport. So props to RDP and Joe Bellini, and getting Ali to the hotel so she can leave the next morning. And then we had our issues with connecting with a flight with Jazz. We just hit traffic. The traffic came to just a standstill, causing us to miss her flight by 5 minutes, which was ridiculous. We're missing the Geek closing by 5 minutes. But it is what it is. She spent another night here at the Damage 365 compound. And we got her out the next morning, out to Louisiana. And she, of course, is home safe and sound, as well as the other stars. And we like to thank all of them. We'll get to that a little bit later. But right now, we want to do a little birthday shout-outs. We come back, we'll talk a little bit more about Big Event XI. And then we're going to play an interview that we had a little whiles back with former NWA monster, former WCW World Champion Vader. As a lot of you heard the bad news, Vader's time right now on this earth is borrowed. We don't know how much longer we're going to have his presence with us. So we want to play this Vader interview once again. It was a great interview. A little bit inside the mind of Vader before wrestling, during his time right now, doing meet and greets, things like that. So who knows? We might not even be able to see Vader anytime soon at one of these conventions because of his health. So again, hasn't happened yet, but it's bound to happen. Someone that we're going to lose way too early from this wrestling business. So we'll be back in a couple minutes from birthdays, and we're going to get right into commercial break, and then with Vader. When we come back from that, we'll have an RDP around 6:30, maybe 6:35. We'll talk a little Big Event 12 coming up. Also, RDP has a problem. He has an issue with another promoter and another wrestler, and he wanted to get that off his chest. Maybe a little heads up for other promoters looking to sign this guy or do business with the promoter. Again, remember, the opinions of our guests don't necessarily reflect the opinions of this station. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Sit back, relax, and we'll get some birthdays out there.
For anybody in the audience who's got a birthday today, happy birthday to you.
And if you're not down with that, we've got 2 words for you.
And we got some birthday shout-outs, ladies and gentlemen. Only a couple this week, as we did 2 weeks in advance last show. Happy birthday goes out to former guest on this show, Lexa Rose. Happy birthday, Lexa. Happy birthday goes out to one of the members of La Resistance, Rob Conway, the current NWA Tag Team Champ, one half of the current Tag Team Champions of the NWA, Rob Conway. Happy birthday, Rob. And happy birthday to one of the friends of this show who does a lot for us behind the scenes when it comes to newspaper and things like that, Stephen Hart. Happy birthday, Stephen.
Attention everyone, this is Allie, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore in the world-famous Englishtown Flea Market. Blue Building, booths 46 through 48. Check them out for all your wrestling memorabilia needs. They have figures, lucha masks, t-shirts, retro collectibles, DVDs, cards, and so much more. You can also pick up tickets to local indie wrestling promotions. That's right, you heard it here on the Damage 365 Radio Network. The Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore in the world-famous Englishtown Flea Market, Blue Building, booths 46, 47, and 48. Check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/Funkenstein Inc. for more information.
This is Eddie Edwards, one half of the Wolves, and you are listening to Damage 365 Radio, where the hunt is on.
Do you laugh so hard to other podcasts you're a danger on the road?
Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should.
Do you drive your friends crazy going on and on about said podcast?
You're an idiot.
Do you have trouble falling asleep at night?
For 6 months, I couldn't sleep.
If you've answered yes to one or all three of these questions, have no fear.
Here, at After the Credits, we have patented a formula of quasi-cogent opinion seasoned with shameless in-bickering to provide you with an experience that is both AAA safe and moderately amusing.
So join the dueling duo of Robert Kajowski and Norton every week for the latest in trailer and movie reviews, as well as the occasional TV talk. Because at After the Credits on Damage 365 Radio, we believe in 4 things.
Water's wet, the sky's blue, women have secrets.
And that listening to our show will guarantee that your insurance premiums will plummet.
Neither Robert nor Norton can legally ensure a smooth experience on the road. Some drivers are just monsters. Additionally, neither After the Credits nor Damage 365 Radio can legally guarantee any insurance premiums will go down. After the Credits, however, can be heard on the iHeartRadio app available through Google Play and iTunes.
This is Lanny Poffo, formerly the genius full of glory and renown. You are listening to Damage 365 Radio.
Esposito's Pizza and Pasta. Check us out on one of our fine locations, 930 Route 34 in Matawan, New Jersey, or 233 East Main Street in Manasquan, New Jersey. From pizza and salads to pasta and buffalo wings, we have something to suit every member of your family. Whether you're seeking to take out, delivery, or just want to dine in, let us do the dishes. We would be more than happy to take care of your next meal. Our courteous and friendly restaurant staff is here to meet and exceed all your expectations. We promise an enjoyable experience each and every time we serve you. Try our award-winning sesame seed crust pizza, the recent winner of first place in the Las Vegas Pizza Open in the Artisans Division. Visit us online at sesameseedpizza.com for store hours, menus, and phone numbers, or just stop by one of our 2 great locations. You'll be glad you did. Esposito's Pizza and Pasta, so close to eating at Mom's, but without all the yelling.
This is former WWE superstar Damian Sandow, now known as Aaron Stevens, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio. Keep it tuned. You're welcome.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Hey everybody, this is Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, and you are listening to Damage 365 Radio. And remember, everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to welcome in our special guest of the day. He is a man who is a high school and college All-American.
He is an NFL Super Bowl champion.